Hi, ladies. Happy fall, happy October, happy pretty much everyone I think who follows me for the most part's favorite time of year. You know, everybody's excited about Halloween and just the fall weather. It's so amazing how you can feel the difference when fall is upon us. I am a very happy camper right now. I have my coffee. I'm drinking the best basic flavor you can think of, pumpkin spice. You know, a lot of people make fun of pumpkin spice because how absolutely incredibly ridiculous it's gotten, how everything is pumpkin spice flavor, lip balms and gum and toilet paper and scratch and sniff stickers. But there should be a pumpkin spice Snickers bar. I just created something. There's pumpkin spice everything this time of year and people go crazy, but you can't really hate on that. It's an amazing smell. And my mom, who is a really big fall lover and decorator, she always decorates our house and our front yard with fall decorations, scarecrows and pumpkins and hay bales, because we live in Oklahoma, so they're easy to come by. And I came home from work the other night. I pull up in the driveway and I get out of my car and I immediately smell pumpkin spice. Like it's leaking out of my house into the streets, making us the most basic street in Oklahoma. But I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, Mom, you need to calm down. You have so many pumpkin spice candles lit. You're pumpkining, spicing up the neighborhood. Yeah, so that's my take on pumpkin spice. It's been a really crazy 2 weeks, which you guys know because I've been keeping you updated with just random Facebook videos. It's a lot easier to interact and share with a video than just typing. And let's be honest, most people are too lazy to read a status longer than like a basic paragraph. So there's that. I've had a difficult 2 weeks. I'm struggling a lot with a personal situation, and it has to do with my previous relationship and everything that goes along with trying to leave that kind of relationship. But I had last Monday, I wasn't really able to make my video. I had a huge anxiety attack. Now, I've had a lot of people contact me, oh, you have depression? No, I don't have depression, I have anxiety. It's two very different things. They can go along with each other, but you don't have to have both to have one. So the support and the love and the understanding that came when I opened up about that was really, it was just really comforting and awesome to see. So many of us suffer with the same things, but we all feel like we're alone. And really what the comments and the outpour of emails from all of you showed me is that we're not alone in anything. We kind of go into being an island of ourselves when we're suffering with something. But as soon as I opened up and shared what I was going through and the issue that I was having, you guys immediately acted towards me in such love and opened up yourselves, because we really all just need somebody to understand us, understand where we're coming from, relate to us, show us that it's okay to be how we are because others are this way too. It's just something we struggle with as human beings. Problems and complications and fears and anxieties and depressions and things like that. So I wanted to open up and be honest with you guys because I feel like that's kind of the reason why so many people follow me. I mean, I know you all love my pinup work and I love sharing it with you, but I'm not one-dimensional. There's a lot to me. Sometimes I feel like a really complex human being. One day I'm this way, the next day I'm that way. But I feel like you guys come to me for a lot of different reasons. So I always want to be real and upfront because we're all just people. You know, social media gives us the option to be these social media personalities, but the only personality that I want to share is my own. I don't want to come across as somebody that's just fake and put on because I want likes on Facebook or I want attention over the internet. I created my page and my Instagram and my YouTube and everything to start out as one thing, and it's quickly developed into a lot of different things, and it's developing into something a lot more than just pinup modeling. And the more I do this kind of stuff, the more I realize that people are just looking for other people to inspire them and help them realize that the world isn't as hard and as scary as it can seem to be, and that they aren't the only ones suffering, and they don't have to feel guilty for the way that they are, and they don't have to feel like their faults are their own, but something that we all share as people. So I wanted to make sure that I share who I am with you guys. And a lot of people are like, well, that's a really brave post, and it took a lot to open up. And I mean, yeah, it takes a lot to open up and share your insecurities and your issues with the world. But if my struggles, if something that hurts me or scares me or upsets me or makes me cry, if sharing that is going to help other people through theirs in a positive way, then I am more than okay with walking through my struggle, because that means at the end, not only have I come out a better person, but I'm helping other people realize that they can come out on the other side better as well. So I've struggled with different I guess forms of anxiety and different levels of anxiety my entire life, but it took me a long time to even figure out what it was. I just thought I was weird, or I was shy, or I just wasn't a people person, or I couldn't cope, or I was just a coward, or, you know, all of these different things went through my mind, and then I realized I have anxiety. Who would have thought that there's a thing, like there's an actual medical thing that causes me to be this way? And when I realized that it's just a thing that results in just moments of my life, it was a lot easier to accept that. Anxiety and depression, they're moments. They're moments that we walk through in our life, but they are not the defining moments of who we are. They're just little pieces of things, and they come and they go, but they're not everything that you are. They're not everything that you consist of, and you can't let this one thing completely, you know, take over your entire life. If I let anxiety take over my life, I would not be doing this right now. I remember when you guys wanted me to make a video, and you need to do a YouTube and do makeup and hair and yada yada, and I was like, I can't talk in front of a kid. There's no way. And my first few videos were really awkward, and, you know, I had to overcome that anxious feeling and the thought of, I can't do this. What am I doing? Oh my God, I cannot do this. This is horrible. And you just start panicking, and they take over, and then before you know it, you can't stop them. But most of the time, I take control of my anxiety. I don't let it take control of me. You know, there's different forms of anxiety and different levels and intensity of anxiety, and I think that I don't suffer with as bad of anxiety as a lot of people do. But last Monday, it was really bad. It felt like everything that I was going through was closing in on me, and it took me all day to kind of get out of it. And I just spent the day watching cartoons with my kids and letting them love on me and support me. And, you know, the next day I was fine. And that's the thing, is that it's moments. While we're going through it, we feel like it's an eternity and it's everything and nothing is ever going to be better, but it's in a moment that passes, and then we're okay. And we have to learn that it's okay to have these moments. It's okay to walk out this emotion that things like anxiety and depression give us. We need to just feel it and let it kind of do its thing and breathe through it and realize that it's a moment. It's a moment that's going to pass, and there's far more better moments in life than these few that try to stop us. What's important is that you realize that it's not who you are. It is not everything that you can be. It is just these little tiny emotions that wash over us and can seem huge and can seem suffocating and scary, but it's not everything. It's never going to be everything. And we have to learn to take that control back, to say, okay, this is a moment. This is an anxiety attack or a panic attack or depression. It's not me. It's just a part of me. And I need to accept this part of me, and I need to learn how to make it work in my life so that it doesn't completely take control and ruin everything that I am and everything that I love. So that's really all I did, but I appreciate the love from you guys and the support that you guys gave me. The next day I came back with another video. I want you guys to know that the support and the positive words, I see your comments, I read your comments. It's not just you're commenting and I don't, respond, or I don't like every single one of them. There's too many. It's hard. But I see them, and I want you guys to know that I see them, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate the love that you give me. And it can be difficult, and it can be scary. We're all walking down a road somewhere in our lives. And sometimes those roads can be really, really difficult to keep walking down. And we judge ourselves, and we get sad, and we get scared, and we get lonely, and we doubt who we are, and we doubt what we believe in, and we doubt the direction that we're going in. And really all you can do is say, I am me. I am me, and I was born the way I was born, and I believe the way I believe. And as long as you're walking and being healthy in your own life, and being kind towards others, and being positive, you will never really understand how big of a change that can be in your life until you live that way. We have to accept ourselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to realize that with faults and perfections and imperfections and strengths and weaknesses and fears and bravery, all of those moments, all of those emotions create one human being, and that is us. And until we start accepting that both the pros and the cons that make us up to be who we are, we're constantly going to be conflicted, and we're constantly going to be butting heads with those emotions and fighting them and trying to disagree with them and get rid of them instead of accepting them. People need to start realizing you are the one that's in control of your life. You are the one that's in control of your destiny and your dreams. Not the person that's being negative towards you or hateful towards you, or somebody who said something mean, or, you have to take responsibility for your own path in life. Somebody can say something absolutely mean to you, but you are the ultimate choice. So if you take what some negative person says to you that wasn't even true in the first place and you let it control your life, you are the reason for your failure, not them. Because I can come up to somebody and say, you're this, 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 and this, and I hate you, and you're never going to succeed. Okay. So now that energy is out there, now that that energy has been put before you, are you going to absorb that energy and let it drain you of your self-worth, or are you going to push that energy aside and deflect it into the great beyond and just continue radiating your positive energy and your positive state of mind? It's so important. You cannot let other people dictate your life. If you allow other people's words and negativity and ugly energy to dictate your life, you are the only one to blame, because you were the one that let it in the first place. It's very, very difficult. I know, it's very difficult to not let somebody's horrible behavior or ugly attitude towards you control you in some way. I know. I lived almost 10 years in a relationship where somebody completely cut me down as a human being. I wasn't worth anything. They owned me. They told me that I should be thankful to them because they're the ones that gave me a life to begin with, because I didn't have one. I couldn't create one for myself. So you have to get to the point where you realize that none of that is true. None of it. The hateful things that somebody else puts on you and tries to make you feel is their own issues, their own self-worth, and their own negative views on life and themselves. It has nothing to do with you. But we're too quick to just take what people say to us and be like, yep, I suck. I suck. I should just give up. I'm not going to try anymore. I can't do it. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm too skinny. I'm stupid. I don't deserve it. Just because somebody else is projecting, they're projecting their own hateful spirit out onto you, doesn't mean you have to absorb it or let it take control of the choices that you make and the destiny that you were born for. We all need to learn to start taking, credit for what we do. We're in control. You got to be accountable for the way you live your life and the way you let people make you feel. It sucks and it's hard, and sometimes people really make you feel like crap. But at some point, you have to take control and say, no, my life, my heart, my spirit, my mind, my emotions, I control them, not somebody else, not somebody else's hateful entity of a sucky human being. This is me. I'm the one that gets to say where I go and how I feel, not somebody projecting their own hate towards me. So this week, I've really been open with you guys. And being open with you is important to me, because I don't just make these videos and I don't just post because I have over 500,000 followers on Facebook and I promote for awesome brands that send me stuff and yada yada yada. I'm an epic selfie queen taker. I don't just do this because it's something to do. If that were the case, I would have quit a long time ago, because it's hard. Putting yourself out there is hard, and having people look at you in a raw, emotional state is hard. But because all of you support me back, and all of you are loving me back, because when I say that I love your faces, I mean that I love your faces. You're beautiful human beings that are just radiating so much support and love towards me, that you all need to realize that your purpose is great. And I want to be the one that's standing here telling you, stop hating yourself. Stop looking in the mirror and seeing nothing. Because there is so much there. And you have to stop letting other people deplete you of everything that you were made for. I love you, and I'm going to continue standing here and being real and open, and sometimes I'm going to be angry and lash out and be like, stop being ridiculous. Stop being a spineless jellyfish and stand up for yourself. Be brave and be strong and know that you're beautiful and know that you have this amazing thing that's out there that only you can do. And if you let other people take away all of your self-worth, you're never going to get there, and you're never going to experience it, and you're always going to be lacking in life. So you need to stand up and be strong. Don't be a coward. Stop doubting yourself. Sometimes you're going to fail. Let me just break it to you now. Sometimes you're going to fail. Sometimes you're going to cry. I cry in the shower. That way I can get a good cry out. Nobody hears me. Nobody questions me, because I don't want to tell you about it. Sometimes I just need to cry because I'm upset and life is hard. and I feel like crying. Crying isn't a sign of weakness, it's a cleansing. Sometimes you have to cry, and I've been crying a lot lately, and I feel better. I spend my mornings going to work, sometimes crying and praying. I have these, my drive to work is like 45 minutes, and I have these positive, spiritual, whatever you want to call it, moments where I pray. I listen to beautiful worship music on my Pandora. I drink my coffee and I drive to work. And those are my moments. Those are my moments of regaining control. My moments of believing in a faith that gives me strength and support, a higher being. You can judge me for it if you want. That's for you and your heart to do. I will not be returning that judgmental behavior. It's my security and my love and strength and my faith. And I spend my mornings praying and sometimes crying and asking for strength and help, and it helps. It helps me, and that's another thing, being open and honest with you guys about. I'm not shy about that. I'm not embarrassed about that. That's me. That's where my faith and my belief lies. It's my relationship with a higher power. You can believe in it, you cannot believe in it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to share with you what I know to help me, because you guys ask me for help. You guys ask me for support. You guys ask me to keep making these videos, so I'm going to keep making them, and I'm going to keep being honest, and I'm going to keep sharing with you guys what I think may help you. And you can take it. When this video is over, it's your decision and your choice to do with what you take from this video and what you're going to do with it. So remember, you're not only in control of the days that fill your week, you're in control of your life and your destiny. And even if it's scary sometimes, you can't let it stop you. You just walk out that emotion. You walk out that emotion of fear in that moment. And you come out on the other side saying, I did it. It was scary, but I'm here. I'm going to be there, loving your faces. So now that we've had this very serious, emotional, one-on-one Monday morning coffee talk, go out there. Share with others. Let them know that they can do it too. And that everybody is in control of everything that involves them, not sucky people. So until next Monday, stay positive. You are you, and I am I. And I think we're freaking awesome. So I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.